It's early morning at Bo'ness in central Scotland, and on the Bo'ness and Kinneil Railway, locomotives are being prepared for the day's work. The crew have reported for duty and must now check over the locomotive. This is Caledonian Railway number 419, built in Glasgow in 1907. The gauge column shows the water level in the boiler. With that checked OK, the fire can be built up. There are 2.5 tons of coal to shovel from the bunker to the boiler firebox during the day's work. Ashes collect in the smoke box and have to be dug out occasionally. It's a dirty job, especially if the wind is in the wrong direction. In the smoke box, steam from the cylinders is exhausted as a jet to the chimney, and this creates a vacuum which draws air through the boiler and through the fire. When shutting the smoke box door, care has to be taken to get a tight joint so that the vacuum is not affected. The door is shut firmly. Right. The side tanks have to be filled at the water column. These tanks hold 1,300 gallons, perhaps enough for 30 miles running, so they have to be filled up again during the day's services. Across the railway yard, visitors are arriving at the Scottish Railway exhibition, where an extensive collection of historic vehicles are on display. First to catch the visitor's eye is this steam crane locomotive, which was built by Barclays at Kilmarnock in 1942 and used in steelworks to lift scrap metal and load it for the furnaces. The crane is mounted above the boiler. This Caledonian Railway gunpowder van with its sealed steel sides is a reminder that explosives had to be carried by rail and that steam engines produce sparks. This is a North British Railway saddle tank loco which was used at the Leith docks. Now that its working life is over, the museum curator makes sure that the loco is still kept looking spick and span. There are no prizes for guessing what this wagon carried, and the collection on display includes an enormous variety of wagons which were in the service of industry. The locomotives at Bo'ness include a fine variety of diesels. This Class 47 restored to ScotRail colours is reversing carefully into the station yard. Number 419 has now moved up from the water column and is ready to leave from the bay platform. This is how travelling by Caledonian Railways would have looked in the years just after the First World War. And this is but one of the delights of the Bo'ness and Kinneil Railway.